Isn't that beautiful? It's surreal, isn't it? Amazing, amazing. You know, I never thought I'd actually be able to live nearly as close or even own a home as close to the beach. And that was 20 years ago. Kind of crazy to think back. But I set a goal. I set a crazy goal for myself. My wife and I did when we got married back a long, long time ago, 2002. We've been married for now 19 and a half years. And it's kind of hard to think that over 20 years ago, I remember we were daydreaming about having a home near the beach and living near the beach and raising our family near the beach. And here we are. It's the end of 2021. We've been in this beautiful neighborhood here for now now 20 years. And I never ever dreamt that I would be able to live as close to the beach and have this beautiful sunrise and a place to raise our kids. But here we are. And it's a reality, right? And my question to you is going into 2022 is, do you set realistic goals? That's my question for you. I hope not. I actually hope you don't set realistic goals. And that was a question that my coach asked me and really pushed me a few years back. And even this year now is, Mark, what's your unrealistic goal? What do you want to achieve in 2022? Is it realistic or is it unrealistic? If you had your way and you could set an unrealistic goal going into 2022, I'd love to know what that is. In fact, I'd love for you to drop it down below. And that could be related to your health. It could be related to finances. It could be related to anything. I'd love to know. And I know I talk to a lot of people and help them on their weight loss journey. And they ask me, Mark, like, is it realistic to lose 50 pounds? And I would say, yeah, it's realistic. But why set realistic goals when I know you can lose 50 pounds? How about an unrealistic goal? What do you want to do once the 50 pounds is off? Because you see, a lot of times we think the finish line for a weight loss journey is, let me just get the weight off. Let's just see what happens. If I could just get the 30 pounds, 40 pounds, 50 pounds off, then that'll be it. Everything will be amazing. And honestly, that's just, in the way I see it, that's more of, you're trying to get to the starting line and what you can think about going into 2022. And I hope you do. And I'd love to hear from you. And if you are setting goals, I hope they're not realistic. One of the things that helps put things into perspective is when you set unrealistic goals, there's tension, right? That puts pressure. And a little pressure is good. You see, sometimes I think we set our goals and our bar too low, and it's something having a coach in my corner, having outside eyes has really helped me not just believe in myself more, but to really help instill in me that there's a limitless potential. You see, I believe that you have limitless potential, not just to lose weight, right? Because that's just kind of cliche going into the new year. Lose some weight, get in a little better shape, maybe, feel better, all those things. And that's great, right? But that's truly that's realistic. Why not in 2022 set yourself some unrealistic goals? How about this? Okay, 2022, I don't want to just lose weight. I want to get off the weight loss journey once and for all. Can you imagine getting yourself off the weight loss journey? And you know what's pretty amazing now, and I'm very blessed. I just think of, as I was walking with the dog here, got Owen with me, and he's waiting patiently. And I was just thinking 20 years ago, I was dreaming about living near the beach. My wife and I remember going on our honeymoon to Hawaii, and we're like, oh my gosh, now Hawaii would be amazing. But Florida's awesome, and what if we could live near the beach? And here we are. And I thought at the time it was an unrealistic goal to live near the beach, and here we are. It's a reality now. So sometimes you might think about, maybe even for 2022, is setting yourself up for success by putting a little more pressure, put an unrealistic goal on the table for you in 2022. But here, don't just go at it haphazardly. The difference between having a realistic and unrealistic goal and achieving your goal is to actually know what you need to do. And having a pair of outside eyes for me in coaching, I'm a byproduct of coaching. And it's something that I'm excited to think about. What's my unrealistic goal? Now, I'm going to be 50 next year. I'm setting an unrealistic goal for myself for when I turn 50. And there's gonna be a number of people who are also gonna set unrealistic goals in our coaching program, and they're gonna make that a reality. And my question to you is, why not dream big? Why not dream big? I wanna know what your unrealistic goal is for 2022. And if you don't feel comfortable, you can send me a private message. And if you need help, it's okay. Look, even coaches need coaching, right? Think about that. Even coaches need coaching. And I can tell you, one of the most valuable things that I did for myself was to invest in coaching. Truly, truly. Now, of course, there's all different kinds of coaching. And maybe you are not one to need a coach, but I can ask you, if you're not achieving your goals, and maybe you're not even setting realistic goals for yourself, my question to you is, why not? Time is short. Time is running out, right? The way I see it, I'm halfway to 100 next year. And I want to set some unrealistic goals, because I'd hate to not set some achievable and even unrealistic goals and come to the end of my life and say, really, I really wish I did this. I really wish I took better care of myself. I really wish. Stop wishing, start doing. Let's set some unrealistic goals and let's go after, people. Let's make 2022, I believe in you. Let's make 2022 the year of unrealistic goals that we achieve. How about that? Take care. God bless.